Scarlet?
Come in, Mike.
Your door was open. You don't seem surprised. How did you know it was me?
I would have known if it wasn't you. Footsteps are like signatures.
That's an interesting skill to have picked up.
In case you haven't guessed already, I don't have much of a social life. What is it you needed, Mike? Got another story to pass along?
Something wrong? If so, maybe I can help.
Wrong? I don't know, Mike. You seem to be a complicated person. Very little about you seems simple. I was pretty certain you might be Interpol or military, but my gut tells me intelligence. But none of my contacts have heard of you.
Contacts? So you've been checking up on me?
I didn't want to, but you really don't leave me much choice if I want to know the truth.
If I was intelligence, is that something you think I'd tell a journalist?
You tell me. And I'd like you to be honest with me, if you can. I think I deserve that much.
There's not much to say. I used to work for the United States government. I still do, in my own way.
What do you mean?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. When you met me in Saudi Arabia, that was my last official mission with the US. After that, I've been on my own. Except for people I've met on the way. Like you.
It doesn't sound like you've had a chance to relax in Saudi Arabia.
That's an understatement.
My military and intelligence contacts didn't have much on you.
Not surprising.
So, I checked the corporate gossip. Halbeck's taken quite an interest in you.
Let's just say Leyland and I don't see eye to eye on business practices. You ever met him?
At press conferences? Quite the snake. But that doesn't explain why Halbeck would be after you.
I accidentally discovered something in Saudi Arabia I shouldn't have. Something that could ruin Halbeck.
What did you find out?
I found they'd been selling weapons to Al Samad, and I got proof.
Is that why you're here?
I don't trust anyone else with it. And if something happens to me, then the world needs to know.
It's that bad, huh?
Pretty bad.
I'll make sure it gets where it needs to go. Are you going to be all right?
I have no idea.
Do you need to leave right now?
No, I can stay. For a little while if you need me to.
Considering I might not see you again, I'd like that.
The world can wait, then. What the hell? Guess the old man gave me a false number.
Communications decrypted. Signal established.
Albatross, can you hear me?
Agent Thorton, Mike, my apologies for the poor connection. It's the price one pays for privacy. I can only spare a few minutes, so tell me what you need, quickly.
I'm infiltrating the Alpha Protocol facility, and I need your help.
I see. This is sooner than I expected. If you think I know the location of the facility, I can't help you.
I can get there. What I need is whatever intel or manpower you can provide, once I'm inside.
If you can get in and transmit the location. But once you transmit the coordinates, you'll need to buy yourself some time before I can intervene. May I ask why you're infiltrating the agency? It seems counterproductive, not to mention the low chance of success.
I have to do this, and I have to find out the truth of what's going on there. I can pay you for your help, Albatross.
You don't need to pay me, Mike. An alliance with you and your continued survival has proven to be in my best interests. When I was at Braco's mercy, you chose to intervene. I've not forgotten. And you spared Sis when you had no reason to do so. Now it is my turn to help you.
You're not getting compassionate in your old age, are you?
Consider it a payment for services rendered. One doesn't kill the golden goose.
Or an albatross. Seems doing both would be unwise.
I would agree. Once you reach your destination, we shall prove it. Until then, I shall ensure the south wind is at your back.
Enjoy your flight. I'll see you soon.
Welcome, Agent Thornton. This is the meeting I spoke of long ago in Saudi Arabia, I believe. I have much to share with you.
Is it about Halbeck?
A portion of it is yes. The rest concerns its partner, your Alpha Protocol program. But that will cost you.
I don't have much more to give, Shahid. And I did spare your life before.
You know as well as I do. These events that Helbeck has set in motion, they are not well researched. They are conflicts. And then there are wars. What they have started, it is a fire that will sweep the globe.
And that concerns you?
When these events will make my country suffer more than it deserves? Yes. And when another may shoulder the rightful blame? Again, yes.
Rightful blame.
Indeed. Are you prepared to betray your own country, Agent Thornton? When I speak of blame, it is the United States that is the one responsible for these events.
I'm not betraying my country, and certainly not for you.
Is Alpha Protocol your country? Or is it one of its lies under the guise of the United States?
Alpha Protocol doesn't factor into it. I'm not giving up the agency, I'm not giving up the program, so you'll have to settle for Halbeck.
And if they are the same thing?
Then you don't understand the situation.
I do. More than you, I think. But you have come for help, or simply to call a favor due. I have information that should be of use to you in hurting Halbeck. Accounts, transactions, and knowledge of their involvement with your program. And of course, the missile codes you asked for. Although I fail to see what use they are to you.
That's a start.
A start?
Yes. I need you to broadcast something for me. I have a suspicion that's going to cause quite a stir where I'm headed.
Did you take care of what you had to do?
Everything's in place. How about you?
It shouldn't be much longer.
Are you safe?
Probably safer than you. Mike, if this doesn't work...
Goodbye, Mina. Mind if I sit here?
Go ahead. It'll save me from having to call in the squad. All them running?
Never was.
Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I'm here to bring you in. Glad you're not making a fuss about this.
I called you, remember?
So, here we are, Agent Thornton.
Guess you can go home again.
If by home you mean prison. Mr. Westridge first spoke to you in this room, didn't he?
Interrogated, actually. It's a really dull conversation.
When he asked you why you volunteered for Alpha Protocol, do you remember what you told him?
I told him I was sick of being trapped behind a desk. You ever had an intern position at a government agency?
I have.
Need I say more? All my exercise was moving papers from desk to desk. I'm here to do work, not sit back and manage it. I want to be out where the action is. I want to make a difference.
Was it all you expected, Mike? Looking back, was the anger, the momentum of mission to mission, was it all worth it? All it did was get you to this point quicker. Not the most desirable outcome for you. You'll have to excuse me, but I asked for this next part to be recorded for posterity. I wanted to make sure it's captured perfectly. All right, Thornton. I suppose you're bored of these questions anyway, and frankly, so am I. So if there's nothing else...
In Saudi Arabia, someone gave away my coordinates, tried to kill me. They did it for you. Who helped you?
I'm sorry?
Who was the mole?
Mike, who wasn't the mole? If anyone betrayed you, I think the betrayal wasn't what you think it was. It allowed you to survive, when in fact, you should have died there with Shahid. And that, Agent Thornton, is the truth. So when you think back on poor Madison St. James, Sung's presidency in danger, the riots in Taipei, cutting off my weapons trafficking in Moscow, and that airliner and its passengers burning to death as they hit the ground, and then you killing the only man who could have testified to my involvement, Ali Shahid. The truth died with him. I've set the world on a new course. Helbeck's numbers are going to skyrocket. Our technology will be part of every military contract and army in the world.
Of course. You've got it all figured out. After all, Leyland, you know everything, right?
If this is another one of your bluffs, Thornton, then lay your cards on the table. I can't say I care for that tone of yours.
I take responsibility for what happened at the museum. But the way you tried to set Omen and I up in Taipei, I don't think you realized we'd actually talk before we killed each other. If you think Shahid is dead, well, just wait until his next video broadcast.
Shahid? But you killed him. The missile on the convoy.
Oh, the one that didn't kill me, either? Leyland, come on. It's taken you this long to realize you made a mistake? You don't know what you've done. All these plans of yours aren't going to cause a Cold War, they're going to cause a real one. And I know that's something you don't want.
Spare me your lectures, Thornton. You're a civil servant, while I run a multinational company. Your evaluations of world events... Please. This conversation has outlived its usefulness, I think. Although, one last thing I'm curious about. Since you have every angle covered, what happened to that footage, Mike? The one of the airliner you had in your possession?
It's safe.
Oh, you mean with Scarlet?
What?
You mean safe with Scarlet. That's who you gave it to.
I didn't say that.
No, she did when we asked. She's here, you know. She was resistant at first, but, well...
Don't hurt her. I can recover that footage for you.
Noble, but misplaced. I'll have her tortured if I have to. Make no mistake about it. Who knows what sorts of secrets she could reveal. But enough about her. You've lost. All your efforts for nothing. You can't stop us.
But not yet. Because you're still planning something, right?
You're correct. There are some matters to be cleared up. Soon, all trace of this facility will be erased, and you along with it. After all, it never really existed in the first place.
Leyland?
What is it?
You've got something on your tie.
Childish.
Maybe, but it's a start. A little taste of the humiliation to come.
If that's all you've left, Thornton, I overestimated you.
Of course you did. See, when all's said and done, you're gonna be the media's next best friend, Leyland. I promise you.
Amusing.
Not really.
Well then, you'd best get to it, Mr. Thornton. You have an hour. I look forward to your efforts.
Agent Thornton, allowing yourself to be captured, making us go through the effort of bringing you here. Well done.
Hope you know what you're doing, Marburg. Because you're setting yourself up again.
Explain. But quickly.
I know what Deus Vult means, that phrase you like to toss around, and I know how Leyland got the idea to use Alpha Protocol. He got it from you. You'd been ditched by the agency, like me, on that last operation, as a matter of fact.
Thornton, you won't be able to talk yourself out of this situation, so save us both the trouble of recounting past history.
I know who your handler was on that op. Alan Parker. He's here in this facility. You want to know who left you out to dry? It was Parker, acting on orders, but it was still his call.
You're getting desperate, Thornton.
You're here now, and that means you have access to the Alpha Protocol records. Why don't you check? Or even better, ask Parker, because I don't think he ever even met you before he cut you loose. See what he says when you ask him about Deus Vult.
I don't expect I'll see you again, Agent Thornton. Your mission ends here.
Sorry, sir, but we have our orders. When they administer the meds, the end will be quick.
Michael, darling. I was wondering why you were tied up, although I had not expected the reason to be so literal.
Z, good to see you. You'll have to excuse me if I don't get up.
Oh, you will rise to the occasion, Michael, I am sure. It is good you have time to rest with all this trouble going on. This bed, this is how you woke up here, yeah?
The restraints were a little weaker the first time, and I'm not doped up.
The restraints? Are they too tight?
Enough with the small talk. Why are you here, Z?
I am here because I never got the chance to tell you my feelings. And now you have no choice but to listen.
Great.
Why, Michael, I never thanked you. Humiliating Conrad like that. A girl dreams of such things happening to her boss.
Good. If you want to thank me, then let me go.
Not quite yet, I think. Michael, I have a confession to make. Ever since we met, I have had a certain fondness for you. You are so eager.
Okay.
It is a shame to see such a fine specimen restrained like this. I am tempted to set you free.
I wouldn't want to get in the way of temptation, though I'm a little curious as to why.
I do not like Marburg, and he has paid me already. I am free to leave, but you are not. It is not fair. So, I will let you go in a moment.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Relax, darling, but not too much. Oh, and I thought I might have to work harder.
You would if I wasn't tied down.
Shh. Good. Now, no more talking.
Okay. Holy. Now, can you let me go?
Michael, I unlocked your wrists 5 minutes ago. You were too busy holding onto your bed to notice. I am flattered. I have done what I must do. Now, you must go do what you must do.
Maybe there's something to be said for experience. Wonder if the camera was recording.
Agent? Or is it just Mike Thornton now, with the rank stripped away? Never understood why we had titles anyway. Meaningless. I don't understand why you wanted to speak to me. If you think I can help you, you're wrong.
We'll see. I think you'll want to hear what I have to say. I wanted to talk to you about what happened in Rome.
If you think your efforts in Rome caused any inconvenience, the bomb failed to go off, yes, but it renewed talks in terrorist legislation, so it was satisfactory. Not quite as much of an effect as hoped, but...
And your daughter getting killed? Was that all right with you too?
What?
Your daughter, Madison. She was in Rome. Marburg shot her in the back, right in front of me, out of revenge for stopping the bomb.
And why would he do that?
Oh, he didn't know she was your daughter. But he was so pissed at the time, I don't think he would have cared.
I don't believe you.
Then ask him. Ask him if Madison worked at his company, and if she was one of the casualties in Rome. Madison St. James.
St. James?
Your wife's maiden name. Madison took it to distance herself from you, and you know why she did it. I don't care if you believe me, Parker, but just ask Marburg. You have nothing to lose.
This conversation is over, Agent.
Damn it. Parker.
If Alpha Protocol was one of my branches, I would have terminated everyone by now.
Aren't you doing that already? Just hold on, Leyland. I'll be seeing you in a bit.
You mean after you help Miss Tang? We have her prisoner here. It's your choice, Thornton. Rescue her or come after me. Let's see where your priorities lie.
Mina? I tried to get here sooner. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. This is my fault. I didn't cover my tracks well enough. They were following me when I met you at the hotel. And as soon as they had you, Darcy and his agents captured me.
Is that who hit you?
Yeah, but I hit him first.
I'm getting you out of here. Can you stand?
Yeah, mostly it's my pride that's hurt. But, Mike, this facility is sealed off. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's why I feel sorry for Leyland.
You never give up, do you?
Not as long as you're there with me. You ready? Might get a little rough.
Rough for them, maybe. Us, not so much. Are those fingernail scratches on the back of your neck?
I was attacked. I don't want to get into it.
Do you have access to the files?
This is not a simple process. It takes time.
Well, you've done this before, as I understand it.
I've done this more times than I care to count. Never gets any easier.
Yes. Sending agents to their death can't be easy.
Depends on the agent. Thornton needs to be removed. As for others, well...
If God wills it. Oh, gosh, what is that Latin expression again?
What did you say?
The expression. It's Deus Vult. That was one of the original names for this program.
That's correct. How did you know that?
Well, I make it a point to study history, memorize the details. That light on the console there, is the system ready to unload the files now?
Well, yes, it's good to go. But Deus Vult, how did you...
Thornton was right. I can't believe I didn't recognize your voice before. The custodian, weren't you? The one who shut down Deus Vult? The one who almost killed me? Consider the matter settled, Mr. Parker. God's waiting for you. Activate the system. We don't have much time. Expect Mr. Thornton will be joining us soon.
We will not be flying out of here then. I am growing to hate those Halbeck missiles.
You and me both. Heading for the wreckage. There might be survivors.
Hey, Mikey. Good to see you. Glad you made it out here to our live fire range. No more practice runs for you. This is the real deal. Keep him busy. I'll be back in a second.
Give it up, Leyland.
Thornton, it seems I underestimated you.
Yeah, that's one of your talents. It's your choice. Prison, or I kill you right here.
No, the choice is yours, Agent. I'm leaving. I suggest you do the same.
Going somewhere?
All right, Thornton. What is it you want?
Just looking to serve up some good old-fashioned humble pie.
Please, Agent, don't be a fool. How dare you hit me?
That's for Madison. That's for what you did to Mina. That's for my life. I could keep this up all day. Now, tell me what else I can't do. You think you can give me orders? Think you have control of this situation?
Thornton, hold on. I'll give myself up. Testify, if that's what you want. I can say what happened here, with your mission.
And all I have to do is let you go, right? See, that's where you lose my interest. Goodbye, Leyland.
Thornton, please. I can pay you.
Mission accomplished, Agent?
Just Mike, if you please. Let's get out of here.
Where to?
I have no idea. I don't even know where here is. Surprise me.
That'd be a change.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're not the most predictable person, Mike. Keeping up with you is a lot of work.
Well, we've made it this far. I think we're done with surprises for a while.
We'll see. I bet there's one or two more in our future.